Showalter. And now the players for the American League. From the Baltimore Orioles, outfielder Brady Anderson. And the pitcher, Mike Messina. From the Boston Red Sox, pitcher Roger Clemens. From the California Angels, pitcher Mark Langston. From the Chicago White Sox, third baseman Robin Ventura. And the pitcher Jack McDowell. From the Cleveland Indians, infielder Carlos Baerga.
Hola, mami.
And the pitcher Charles Nagy. From the Detroit Tigers, infielder Travis Fryman. From the Kansas City Royals, pitcher Jeff Montgomery. From the Milwaukee Brewers, infielder Paul Molitor. From the Minnesota Twins, infielder Chuck Knobloch. And the pitcher, Rick Aguilera. From the New York Yankees, outfielder Roberto Kelly. From the Oakland Athletics, pitcher Dennis Eckersley. From the Seattle Mariners, infielder Edgar Martinez. From the Texas Rangers, catcher Ivan Rodriguez. And outfielder Ruben Sierra. From the Toronto Blue Jays, pitcher Juan Guzman. And now, the American League starting lineup. First, the manager. From the Minnesota Twins, Tom Kelly. Leading off from the Toronto Blue Jays, second baseman Roberto Alomar. Batting second from the Boston Red Sox, third baseman Wade Boggs. Hitting third from the Minnesota Twins, left fielder Kirby Puckett. Batting fourth from the Toronto Blue Jays, right fielder Joe Carter. Hitting fifth from the Oakland Athletics, first baseman Mark McGuire. Batting sixth from the Baltimore Orioles, shortstop Cal Ripken Jr. Batting seventh from the Seattle Mariners, center fielder Ken Griffey Jr. Hitting eighth from the Cleveland Indians, catcher Sandy Alomar. And warming up in the bullpen from the Texas Rangers, tonight's starting pitcher, Kevin Brown. And now, the National League All-Stars. First, the trainers from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Bill Buehler. from the San Diego Padres, Bob Day. The batting practice staff from the Atlanta Braves, Jimmy Williams, Clarence Jones, and in the bullpen, Leo Mazzoni. The coaches from the San Francisco Giants, Roger Craig, from the St. Louis Cardinals, Joe Torre. And now the players from the National League. From the Atlanta Braves, outfielder Ron Gant. And pitcher John Smoltz. From the Chicago Cubs, pitcher Greg Maddux. From the Cincinnati Reds, outfielder Bip Roberts. And the pitcher, Norm Charlton. From the Houston Astros, infielder Craig Biggio. And pitcher Doug Jones. From the Los Angeles Dodgers, infielder Mike Sharperson. From the Montreal Expos, pitcher Dennis Martinez. And outfielder Larry Walker. From the New York Mets, pitcher David Cone. From the Philadelphia Phillies, catcher Darren Dalton. And the first baseman, John Kruk. From the St. Louis Cardinals, catcher Tom Pagnozzi. Pitcher Bob Tewksbury. And pitcher Lee Smith. From the San Diego Padres, infielder Tony Fernandez. And infielder Gary Sheffield. From the San Francisco Giants, first baseman Will Clark. And now the National League starting lineup. First, the manager of the National League from the Atlanta Braves, Bobby Cox. Leading off from the St. Louis Cardinals, shortstop Ozzie Smith. Batting second from the San Diego Padres, right fielder Tony Gwynn. Hitting third, from the Pittsburgh Pirates, left fielder Barry Bonds. Batting fourth from the San Diego Padres, first baseman Fred Madrid. Batting fifth from the Atlanta Braves, third baseman Terry Pendleton. Batting sixth from the Pittsburgh Pirates, center fielder Andy Van Slyke. Hitting seventh from the Chicago Cubs, second baseman Ryne Sandberg. Batting eighth from the San Diego Padres, catcher Benito Santiago. Warming up in the bullpen, tonight's starting pitcher from the Atlanta Braves, Tom Glavine. And now, to honor the two great nations in which Major League Baseball is played, please rise and welcome a Tony Award winner,